I knew Alexis when she walked into my speech class. I didn't know her other than that. She was just a junior that was on my roster. And she was a hybrid student, as I remember, wasn't here all day long, just part of the day, and I had her for public speaking. I do have kind of a funny story about her. She would get really nervous. She matured into a great public speaker, but the early speeches, she was so nervous that one time she ran out of my classroom, ran to the bathroom, and threw up because she was so afraid. But she got really good at public speaking. Her real impact was her talent, was she was a great artist. And I don't mean just a good artist for the art department at Dayton Christian. She actually won a national award in 2016 for her artwork. And if I'm not mistaken, the piece that she did is on display in a congressman's office. So art was her thing. In the spring of 2017, she was killed in a car wreck. When somebody dies, the fear to the survivors, both the family and the close friends, and in this case the classmates, the fear is that that person will be lost, that we'll just totally forget them. You know, we get back to normal, but the close friends and family never get back to normal. Unfortunately, I have shared experience as a dad who lost a son. And I can say what other people can only theoretically say. Parents that lose kids struggle constantly with, I don't want you to forget who my child was. So to have a permanent gallery preserves the memory of Alexis at the heart level. And people won't be able to forget her. Not that anyone wants to, it just happens. But people can't forget her because forever on that wall will be the evidence of her existence and the creative evidence of her existence. So one wall is a permanent display of Alexis's work, one wall is alumni, and the biggest wall is current students. Alexis has two kinds of art style. She has her fine art, and it's really good. And then we have her sketchbook, and that reveals a total different side of Alexis. It's funny artwork, it's just her quirkiness, and that's a good word to describe her. She was a little quirky in her sense of humor. Like, for instance, there's this one cartoon that is an alligator looking at the photo album, the family photo album of his alligator family. And it has a picture of his mother. But if you look over the shoulder of the alligator, his mother is an alligator skin purse. And the dad is an alligator pair of shoes. And so it's just kind of quirky humor. So the gallery displays both Alexis's great sense of humor and also her incredible art ability. It's kind of the funny side and the serious side of who she was. Well, it's interesting where the memorial is placed, and I love the fact that the seniors last year rejected the first, hey, let's put it over here where no one will ever see it. They said not good enough. So we put it at the back of the cafeteria, a room that gets used for community events all the time. Every single day, hundreds of people are in that room, and yet it's sanctified space at the back of the room. We're not just spreading the artwork around the cafeteria. There is a fine art gallery in the same room as our community events, and the whole time, her artwork will always be on the one wall. That part of the gallery will not change, so people will consume the new stuff and still remember that it's because of Alexis.